Bon Jovi has basically had a consistent album every few years for the last 40 years, leading to 16 studio albums at 186 songs, and that's not including deluxe editions and, exclusive songs. But today, we're ranking all 186 studio album songs. So let's start with the worst one. What is the worst Bon Jovi song of all time? Well, I want to start with saying that Bon Jovi doesn't really have any, bad songs. Compared to all the other bands that I've ranked their entire discography, they have some horrible songs, but Bon Jovi just doesn't. So what did I put in 186? Well, I put Ride Cowboy Ride, but I don't really want to count it. It's a 1 minute song, and it's not meant to be a song. It's kind of meant to be just a part of the album that's not meant to be listened to by itself, but between the songs. So you know what, I'm not even going to count that anymore. 185th, I've got Unbroken, and the reason it's there, it's not because it's bad, it's just boring. So as you know from these videos, I'm not looking at the lyrics. A beautiful song with the best lyrics on the world, but a boring melody could literally get down there. And you know what, I've probably put some of them, all the really slow love songs are probably going to be really low down. So Unbroken is 185th. It's very boring. It's also very long, which is why I pushed it down further than other boring songs. It's really long. Blind Love, It's Hard Letting You Go, The Fighter, Who Would You Die For? Oh, actually, that's more interesting. This one is not a boring song. It's quite interesting, but I just found it a bit creepy. It's a bit weird. I don't like it. So this is probably the first song that it's actually not, it's boring that's pushed it down. It's just weird. I don't like this one. Okay, so I guess they do have a bad song. Next, we've got American Reckoning, Not Running Anymore. You know what? I don't think I want to go through all 186 of these because it's going to get boring. You've probably never heard of them, and I'm going to skip now to 125th. So that's very far down. I've skipped a ton of songs. So if you get to the end and you think, oh, where's this song? Where was probably in that part that I skipped? Just ask in the comments the name of the song and I'll tell you where I ranked it. 125th. The Distance is in 125th from the album Bounce. Really cool album, that one, and definitely some cool songs coming up from that one. Love's the Only Rule is, just a very generic song. A lot of these songs that are actually good, there's nothing wrong with them. They're good songs. They're just very generic, and things like Love's the Only Rule, I Want to Be Loved, A Little Bit of Soul. Keep the Faith was a weird album. I liked Keep the Faith a lot, but it had a lot of strange songs and also some really, really cool ones. One Step Closer by Lost Highway. If we're talking about albums, Lost Highway wasn't great in my opinion. Tons of really generic, boring songs in my opinion. Definitely not one that stands out. By the way, I will be talking about all the albums in a separate video coming out in a few days where I rank all 16 albums, individually. So Pictures of You we've got next. Live Before You Die, Welcome to Wherever You Are, Get Ready. Again, there's not much to talk about, but Get Ready is from their first album, their debut album, and I liked it. I really liked the style of their first two albums. That's before they got really famous with Slippery When Wet, but the first two albums has a really, really cool style. I like them a lot. Happy Now, Whole Lot of Leaving, Summertime. Again, these are good songs. They're just very generic. That's why they get this place. Undivided, Living with a Ghost. This House Is Not For Sale surprised me. I didn't really expect it to be good, but there's a ton of cool songs on this. This House Is Not For Sale. Stick to Your Guns by New Jersey. Now, New Jersey is a fan favourite album, but for me, it wasn't necessarily their best work. I only thought a few of the songs on the album was really good, but New Jersey isn't, a lot of people rank it second right after Slippery When Wet, but you'll see where I ranked it in the video that comes out in a few days. Come Back and Break Out, both really similar songs from their debut album. Come On Up to Our House, quite nice. Wildflower, again, quite nice. Fear. Fingerprints is the kind of song that you'd expect to get a bit higher. It's 6 minutes long, or 5:58, and it's just the kind of song that you'd expect to get higher, but I found it a bit boring. It does have a really cool guitar solo though, so I do like that. God Bless This Mess, Brothers in Arms, When We Were Us, Diamond Ring, the final track on These Days. These Days, again, weird album. I'm talking about all the albums here because I've not got much to say about the songs and I want to keep this video interesting. These Days had some really, really cool songs you'll see coming up. I'm not going to spoil it, but in the top 20 there's at least 3 songs, I think. We Got It Going On, again, just a really generic kind of bad song from Lost Highway. I really don't like the boring generic ones. Not that the song's bad, the song can be really good, but if it's just not interesting, nothing special's happening, happening, then I'm not gonna like it that much, am I? Scars on this guitar. In fact, I think he's got like 2 songs about scars on guitar. It's called My Guitar Lies Bleeding in My Arms from These Days, but that one is much higher up. I'll tell you when that is when it comes to it. Bells of Freedom, 99 in the Shade, Love Me Back to Life, Let It Rain, All About Loving You, you know, all these generics. You know, oh, I hate generic song titles, like All About Loving You. Okay, like, come on, get a bit more interesting. By the way, while we're going through these lesser known songs, tell me your favourite song and then you'll see where I ranked it coming up, because if it's your favourite song, it's unlikely that I've ranked it this low. Next we've got Novocaine and This Ain't a Love Song. So that one I think is the most famous song we've had so far. It's the biggest song on These Days. I think it's got 95 million streams. That's a lot. It's good, but I think there's much better. For 90th we've got We All Fall Down, and I can't remember this one, and what I mean is I've only listened to all of these songs twice. How I do this is I go through all the albums, then I put them in some sort of like first ranking, okay, just, you know, how I remember, and then I go through them all again and then re-rank things because I might have forgot. And yeah, that means I've only listened to half of these songs twice. Obviously the good ones I go back and listen to all the time. These ones down at the bottom I've literally only listened to twice and I can't even remember some of them. So We All Fall Down, I put it in 90th, I don't know why. The Hardest Part Is the Night, really cool one from 7,800 Fahrenheit. Why 7,800? I don't know. From the UK, I don't know how Fahrenheit works really. So is there anything special about 7,800 Fahrenheit? Oh, okay, this says it's the melting point of rock. So yeah, okay, cool, I guess. We Weren't Born to Follow is the biggest song from The Circle. That's the main single, I think, and yeah, it's good, but it's quite a generic song. Now that we're in the 80s, I think we're getting into really good songs, because, you know, they've just got so many songs, so even in the 80s the songs are great, but they're just generic, so they're a bit lower down. Beautiful World, Last Cigarette, that one's quite fun. Broken Promised Land, Lost Highway, of course, the big song from Lost Highway, and again, it's really good, just generic. Only Lonely, yeah, it's good. Love Lies, 2 from the early stuff right after each other. We Made It Look Easy from Forever. So Forever is their most recent album, released in 2024, and oh, I can't stop going on about how much I love this album. It's really, really good, okay? And it was my favourite album released last year, by the way. I ranked every single rock song made last year, if you want to check that out. Forever was at the top, and I definitely deserved it. It's got so many good songs. We Made It Look Easy is one that kind of looks back on the career. In fact, the entire album's a bit like that. I'm Your Man, New Year's Day, and Walls, both from This House Is Not For Sale. What About Now, the title track from What About Now, but it wasn't actually the big song. I Wrote You a Song, another one from Forever. There's a ton of Forever songs in this area, the 70s, because a lot of them were really good but not necessarily incredible, but you know, a really consistent album. Every song was pretty good, quite nice, very chilled one. The reason chilled ones like I Wrote You a Song, and I'm just gonna say it, in 74th we've got Kiss the Bride, I Am in between, but Kiss the Bride and 74th, both of them really slow songs, but they're very high up compared to the other ones, and I mean, it's just a personal preference thing. I'd rather listen to them than some of the low down ones. I don't know why. They, I guess, a bit more musically interesting, but with these two Hands in 73rd and Raise Your Hands, I didn't notice that actually. I put 2 about hands right after each other. Cool. Okay, we've got 3 run of Forever now. We've got Seeds, Legendary, the one that they actually released as the main single, Living Proof, and yeah, that's the 3. And by the way, I think they released the wrong singles, you know, they did Legendary, which fair enough, and then Living Proof. Both of them, yeah, they're good, but they should have released ones like Waves. Waves is really good. You can see where Waves is coming up. My First Guitar, The People's House, they did the wrong songs, so that annoyed me a bit. Say It Ain't So, strange style, but it worked, I think. Lie to Me, yeah, it was alright. In fact, I might move that down a bit, but it's 67th for now. It wasn't incredible. Complicated, quite a generic song, but yeah, it was good. Living in Sin, very interesting, in 65th. Because We Can, one of the first Bon Jovi songs I knew actually. I remember in the early stages of liking liking Bon Jovi, you know, months and months and months and months ago. In fact, I don't know why I'm saying months. It was probably like 2 years ago. You know, I only knew a few songs: Living on a Prayer, You Give Love, About Name, It's My Life, and I wanted to know more. So I literally went on the This Is Bon Jovi playlist that Spotify makes. I think Spotify makes it anyway. And yeah, I literally just put it on shuffle, and this was one of the first that came on. Just Older in 63rd, Story of My Life. Saturday Night Gave Me Sunday Morning. I'm With You, The Devil's in His Temple, This House Is Not For Sale. Really cool ones there. I don't really have that much to say about these songs, I don't know why. Hook Me Up, Thick as Thieves. Ooh, Thick as Thieves, nice. Different style to the rest of that album. Bullet and Thorn in My Side. Okay, so The Circle was a weird album, and by weird I mean not weird. It was weird in the fact that it was not weird because it was just not that interesting. A lot of the songs were either boring or very generic. But Thorn in My Side and Bullet were the best. But that's a bit weird, isn't it? We're only in the 50s and we're already to the best of that album, so that's a bit sad, really. Misunderstood, the bigger song from Bounce. I like this one. In fact, I might move it up a bit. I'll Be There For You, again, really, really famous one there, and I did move it down because it was quite high up. I really liked it, but the second time I listened to it, it drags on a bit. It's 5 minutes and 47 seconds, so a really long song. It's good. It's really good. It's in 50 seconds. It's really good, but it does get a bit annoying towards the end, so that's why I moved it down a bit from maybe the 30s or the 20s where it used to be. Homebound Train, really underrated one here, from New Jersey, and I like it a lot. Great. In and Out of Love, biggest song from 7800 Fahrenheit. It's basically the song that sums up their style at the time, I'd say so. So in 49th we've got Social Disease from Slippery When Wet, and this song is just such a weird style compared to everything else. Slippery When Wet has so many different styles, you know, they've got their early stuff still in some songs, then they've got stuff, you know, like Living on a Prayer, and they've got things like Never Say Goodbye, they've got Wanted Dead Alive, so many different styles. I really love that for Slippery When Wet, and yeah, Social Disease really shows that. Room at the End of the World, the best song from What About Now. Still a bit sad that the best song from What About Now is, you know, not really high up. Right Side of Wrong from Bounce, and then Roller Coaster, and I like Roller Coaster a lot actually, and you can definitely tell that it was made in 2018, you know, that album, it was, you know, much more modern, more electronic stuff happening, but that's not always a bad thing, you know. I prefer their normal style, but that one really worked, so yeah, great. Bad Medicine, iconic. I'd Die For You, great. Life Is Beautiful, I can't really remember much about that one, I'll have to check that one out again. Reunion, I think is the best song from This House Is Not For Sale, and I like the album, I keep saying it, it's quite consistent, so no like really good songs, but yeah, quite consistent. Wow, we've got a lot of the best song from this and this of the lower albums, because Any Other Day is also next, and that's the best song from Lost Highway, really like that one. Who Says You Can't Go Home is from Bon Jovi, but also Jennifer Nettles, she was involved in this, and they made Who Says You Can't Go Home. Well, you know, there was a normal version without her, but it's nicer with her, I think, so yeah, great. The People's House is in 39th, and that one's again from Forever. I mentioned it earlier, it's really good. They should release it as a single. Next we've got a really strange one from Burning Bridges, A Teardrop to the Sea. It's definitely different to their normal style, and you really have to listen to it to understand it. It's not really the kind of thing that I would normally think I'd put up high, but I really enjoyed it. It's got that dramatic feeling to it, and yeah, you definitely need to listen to it to understand. I Want You in 37th. Straight to the point, great. Thank You For Loving Me, this one's a calm one, but I had to put it really high up. It's really calm, it's really nice, very wholesome, great. Burning for Love basically sums up the Bon Jovi album, it's that style. If That's What It Takes, and then after that you've got Story of Love, really long one there, 5 minutes 50, and it's again another calm one that you wouldn't really expect to be that high up, but the guitar solo at the end really makes it better. You can get really like calm ones really high up, that's fine, but a lot of them got towards the bottom. Okay, next one's funny. We've got the title track Bounce from obviously Bounce, and it's the closest Bon Jovi ever got to saying the F word. Listen to this. Really? Me, I just don't give up, bounce. Okay, he knew what he was doing there. Have a Nice Day is next, and this is another one that I listened to on that This Is Bon Jovi's thing, so I've known this song for ages. Love it. It's really, really cool. Quite different to the rest of the album. I kind of hoped the entire album was a bit like that, but oh well. Have a Nice Day is a great song, and after that is another one that I got on that This Is Bon Jovi album, as in I've known it for ages, and I just called it an album. No, it's a playlist. And yeah, Limitless is great. It's from 2020 album, so very modern, but still quite a 2000s Bon Jovi style. You know, it sounds like something that would be on Bounce or something. Does it? It might not, actually. It doesn't, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's cool. It's cool. Every Day is next, the best song from Bounce, actually, and yeah, this one's really, really cool. So Bounce was a cool album. I liked it a lot. We've got Secret Dreams from 7800 Fahrenheit. As strange as some of the lyrics sound, it's a great song, and yeah, I really like it. It's exactly the style that I love from Bon Jovi. I kind of wish they made another of that album. You know, they definitely needed to advance their style a bit into the you know, the Keep the Faith and the These Days, but if they just made like one more of that glam rock album style, I'd really be happy, because it's such a cool style, isn't it? Never Say Goodbye, iconic from Slippery When Wet. This one's just really nice, isn't it? I mentioned this one earlier as well, My Guitar Lies Bleeding in My Arms. It got 26th place, and right after that you got Hey God, the first opening track to These Days. 6 minutes long, but epic. It's really, really cool. Without Love is in 24th. In fact, now that I'm thinking about the song, I might have to drop that down ever so slightly, maybe to like 28th, but for now we can stay in 24th. It's nice. The Price of Love. Ooh, there's a lot of love happening, isn't there? But no, The Price of Love in 23rd is another one of that iconic glam rock style, and yeah, I really, really like it. Okay, this one, another iconic one, Wanted Dead or Alive. This one has been going up and down and up and down in the rankings. The first time I listened to it, I didn't like it. Then I did, and then I kind of moved it to the 30s, 40s, and then I listened to it again, and it's epic, so I moved it up, and oh, it's been to so many different spots, but I think it is exactly where it needs to be. 22nd. Shot Through the Heart. No, it's not You Give Love a Bad Name, although Shot Through the Heart is a lyric in that song. Shot Through the Heart is actually from the original Bon Jovi album. Oh, I'm speaking fast, but no, Shot Through the Heart's a really cool song. We Don't Run. I'm gonna say this for a final time, I listened to this on that This Is Bon Jovi album playlist, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really different to the rest of the Burning Bridges album. Again, I kind of wish there were a few more of the songs like that, but not complaining too much, because we got We Don't Run, and it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Wild as the Wind in 19th. Yeah, it's amazing. And right after that we've got Born to Be My Baby, again another iconic one from the New Jersey album. My First Guitar and Waves, both of them from the Forever album, both of them getting to the top 20, so that's obviously incredible. That means it's literally some of their best work in the entire career, and that's what I was saying earlier. Waves and My First Guitar should have been singles, but yeah, they're really, really, really good. I really encourage you to listen to them. They're great. My First Guitar is definitely a bit, I feel like you need to listen to it a few times to get into it. Definitely maybe my third listen I actually recognised how good it is, but it's amazing. Yeah. Okay, 15th, another one that's been up and down and up and down. We've got In These Arms from the Keep the Faith album. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I like it, if that makes sense, but at the moment I love it, so it's 15th. 14th, we've got Blood in the Water, the best song from the 2020 album, and this one's really cool. I didn't expect to like it, to be honest, because I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy a ton of the 2020 album, but Blood in the Water is undeniably an amazing song, so it gets 14th. Really nice one next. We've got Save the World from Crush. I really like it, and I've not got too much to say, but it's one of those calmer songs. It's not like the next one. Great segue there. Damned. This one's a really exciting, fun one from These Days. I really like it, and another one that I didn't expect to like as much. In fact, I really expected a lot of These Days to be like the These Days song that's coming up, and although there are some songs like that, songs like Hey God and Damned, they're really, really exciting, so it got high up. Next, we've got one of, if not the most underrated Bon Jovi song you'll ever hear. It's called Roulette. 3 million streams, so similar to a lot of the stuff that they have on albums, but it's, in other words, it's not a big song, and it's so good. Again, one of those glam rock stuff, but it's really, really good. Honestly, now 11th place. top 10. It's My Life in 10th. Yeah, you saw that was a bit higher up, didn't you? No, it's in 10th. And just because it's iconic doesn't mean it's going to get to the top, okay? It's great, but the next 9 are better. I think actually I might say that this is the most underrated song that you'll ever hear from Bon Jovi, because it's got 1 million streams, even less than Roulette. Really, really cool. Always Run to You. It's another one of their early stuff that just worked so well, and this one's actually not quite like The Price of Love and Secret Dreams. It's slightly different, and for some reason I really preferred it. It's a really, really cool and different style. I like it. But Keep the Faith, the title track of Keep the Faith. I can't really explain how good this one is, but it's definitely one of their best songs. Definitely deserves this spot up here, and I think that you should listen to it. It's so cool. It's so cool. I do think that it is one of the more popular songs on the album, so that's happy. I'm happy about that though. Next we've got Next 100 Years, and this one is the best song from Crush. This one's another really underrated song. It's not necessarily one of their biggest things, but it's so cool. Next 100 Years is so nice, and another one of their more epic long songs, 6 minutes. There's a few more like that coming up. In fact, there are 3 longer songs to come up. You Give Love a Bad Name, iconic, the second most popular song in the world. Yes, it's iconic, it's incredible. I remember hearing it for the first time and thinking, that is incredible. I thought Living on a Prayer was their only good song. You Give Love a Bad Name, this is incredible. Yeah, this was like, ages ago now, but I was very, very impressed the first time I listened to it. It was one of my favourite songs for a while, and yeah, even though it's 6th now, it's still, basically one of the best songs they ever made. Runaway. It's incredible that they got to a top 5 position with basically a song on their first album. That is quite cool, isn't it? But yeah, Runaway is again one of their most popular songs, and I think it's well deserved of that. If I'm not mistaken, it might be their first song ever. Yeah, this says that Runaway was their first single, so technically their first song ever made got to 5th. That's cool. Dry County is in 4th. This one's the epic one that I was talking about. 9 minutes and 52. It was literally 8 seconds from qualifying to this video. If you're making a song like that, you need to be wary that it doesn't drag out, and although it kind of drags out a little bit, I'm forgiving because it's, so epic. It's not the kind of song that you just listen to randomly. This is, like 9 minutes of a song. You know what I mean. Let me just say the 3 songs that we have left. We've got Living on a Prayer, Bed of Roses, and These Days. Now, in which order they're going to be? Ooh, well, I know, obviously, I'm looking at the list, but do you know? Try and guess, okay, try and guess which order they're in. Third place, we've got These Days. Yes, that's the 6-minute long epic song from These Days, the title track. Really needs more recognition. Living on a Prayer is in 2nd, meaning Bed of Roses is in 1st. And do I really need to speak about Living on a Prayer? It's literally like one of the most famous songs of all time, just, in the entire world. So I feel like everybody will know it, and I don't need to talk too much about it. But Bed of Roses, that needs to be spoken about more. Again, it is one of the more popular songs, and it's so good. It's epic, 6 minutes long, all you could ask for. I'm struggling to find the words because this song is incredible. So comment if you agree, tell me your favourite song, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoy my content, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.